I couldn't even tell you. I've been looking for jobs for 3 years now, and I still don't know how to get one. I still don't know what work I need to put in to actually secure a job. Like, it's absolutely crazy. So let me give you a little bit of history. My first interview. It was actually earlier this year. Probably when school was still going on. Raising Cane's. I know a lot of people doom post saying the chicken is absolutely mid. Absolutely mid. The line just keeps circling around the restaurant into a different parking lot. So I mean, it can't be that bad, right? I mean, I've only had it twice. Maybe. At least the sauce is good. But I went to an interview for Raising Cane's or whatever. The interview was in a hotel ballroom for some reason. Apparently there was like 80 plus people that went to that whole hiring event. So I knew I was cooked. I mean, it was like being a silver in a grandmaster lobby. What do you want me to do? I was sitting in the back, like, waiting for my turn for the interview, and there was this guy just talking about how, like, he needs to feed his 30 kids. I'm like, okay, you obviously need the job more than me, because, I mean, I don't have that. But anyway, yeah, I didn't get the job, and I got an email from Kane himself, John Keynes, and he said, sorry, unfortunately, you didn't get the job. I was like, okay, expected. I mean, that's a rare chance of me getting that in the first place. So, for the next interview was Dunkin' Donuts. After I talked to my friendly AI, Olivia, I'm saying that so she doesn't get a physical body and come and kill me, or something like that. That would be sad. But after talking to my friendly friend Olivia, the bot, she sends me a location and time, and I'm like, that's cool. So I go to the interview, and it's completely fine. First thing that happens when I walk in is I'm getting glazed by the workers, and I'm like, okay, off the bat, this is great. Managers, tell your workers to glaze your customers when they walk in. That was great. Anyway, some lady comes over, and we talk and do the interview or whatever. I give her my number. She says, oh yeah, we'll call you within a week. Can you guess what happened? She ain't call me in no fucking week. She ain't call me, period. It's like, at that point, don't tell me you're gonna call me. Or if I don't get the job, email me. Just like Keynes did. Email me or call me and tell me, oh, unfortunately, we're sad to tell you, blah, 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 all that bullshit, and tell me, oh, yeah, you didn't get it. Why just sit there and not communicate? I mean, that's stupid. I'm sitting here thinking, oh, yeah, they're gonna do it eventually. No. It never happens because you want to sit there and be a little Anyway, yeah, that's just one thing that annoys me to the max. The next interview was Taco Bell, and I'm guessing you know where this is going. Obviously, I didn't get the job. They told me, oh, we aren't hiring. But I was like, wait, but Olivia, the AI, told me you were. That's why they sent me here for the interview. And she was like, oh no, the AI thing. Oh, that's something else. Then make a different method. Don't have her on your stupid website telling me that I'm gonna have an interview when I won't. That's stupid. So I walked back to my mom's car with a tear in my eye, and I'm like, oh, it's over. Surprisingly, the manager walked out the Taco Bell to the car, and she said, we'll call you when there's spots. Because apparently they weren't hiring for some reason. She said, oh yeah, we'll call you. We'll call you when we have spots. So I said, absolutely, that's great. I'll be there. Can you guess what she did? Can you guess what she did? She definitely did call me. No, she did not fucking call me. I was very sad that day. Next, anyway, blah blah blah. Next, it was another interview for Dunkin' Donuts, but this time was a location way closer to me, way closer to home. So that was a plus. Anyway, I went to the place, and guy sits me down, does the interview. I give them my number, and this time I ask, should I call tomorrow? And he says, yeah, call tomorrow. afternoon because, coffee people want their coffee in the morning. It's going to be busy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, understandable. So I called the day after, like 4 p.m. They close at 7. So I wanted to be nice. That was probably the least busiest time of the day. And I did. And the manager wasn't there. So I was like, okay, the manager's never there. What the fuck? Next day, call. This time it's at 1 p.m. Guess what? The manager isn't there. What is the point? Okay. He told me to call afternoon, and I called at 1. So what time is it actually? Because you're not there. You're not there afternoon. So what are you doing? Anyway, the next day I called earlier. The annoyed employee, I called her 3 times. Every time she sounded more annoyed. Hello? You want to speak to the manager? Whatever. I mean, she didn't actually say that, but still. It was all just a big waste. I called her again. Next day, she was... Apparently, the manager was there. Big surprise. But they were busy because I called them in the morning, so it didn't even work. She told me to call. She told me to call later, and I was like, "Fuck this job. I'm not trying to call every 5 seconds." And I definitely don't want to get your employee more pissed because they were already, oh my god, oh this stupid guy, oh he keeps calling. Shut up and do your job. Nobody cares. Okay? Somebody calling me over and over, not an excuse to not work. So bow your bitch ass up. So fast forward to today where I did my little interview, quote unquote. Yeah, no. They didn't even have my names in the books. They didn't even write my name down because the AI gave me a random address for that day when I specifically gave it the one I wanted to go to. But I can't just sit here and blame the AI all the time. Like, so, I mean, obviously it's my fault. Like, come on, are we serious? Anyway, if that wasn't bad enough, there's some salt added to the wound here because on the way back home, with the tear in my eye, I see the Taco Bell that I went to beforehand, and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, let me see if they're hiring again, since they didn't want to call me. So I went there, and apparently they hired 6 new people in the past week. So tell me, what are they doing differently that I'm not doing? I'm calling all the time. I applied. I go to the interview. But no, we're not hiring. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I don't know. I've tried everything. And this has happened so many times where I applied to some place. They say, oh no, we're full on people. We'll call you when we're not. And then I check in again sometime later and I say, are you hiring? And they're like, oh yeah, we just hired a couple people last night. What do you mean? You were supposed to call me, you fraud. You fake? So why do they say they're going to call you back and they don't? And then when you don't get the job, they don't say anything. They don't give any feedback. And then be annoyed when I do call back. It's like, it's a lose-lose. So yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest. I guess it's the YouTube life for me. Everybody's got to start from somewhere, am I right? Just wanted to let that loose, let that go. Sorry if the microphone is a bit... Thank you for hearing my yap. And I feel much better now that I have that off my chest. So yeah,